are waiting on Lani of Lani's Lana, but just to give you a little preview of what Lani is going to be talking to us about. Lani is up in the northeast corner of California in Surprise Valley, and she raises Rambouillet sheep that feed on the open range between California and Nevada. And so I'm really excited to get a chance to talk to her. Putting on a different hat, for those of you who don't know me, I am the person behind Sincere Sheep. So I naturally dye yarns and fibers, and I buy yarn from Lani and to dye. So I'm excited to get a chance to hopefully she'll show up. She was on the road this weekend driving to see family. So we may have an issue with her being able to join because she's on the road. This is the crazy thing about doing this virtually, is that we have this, opportunity to connect with people sort of no matter where they are, but it's also dependent on whether or not they can actually connect with us. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to keep oh, here she is. I see her. So I'm going to promote her to panelist, so she'll be able to join us. And then once she pops up, I will spotlight her. Hi, Lani. Let's see here. Lani, I'm going to unmute you and I'm going to spotlight you so that you are ready to go. Hopefully. Sorry, there's always a little bit of a lag while everything gets caught up. So just have to wait for it. Be patient and not click it too much. Jean, I'm so glad to hear that you are such big fans of both Lani and I. That's really sweet to hear. It's pretty incredible. Lani, you are muted. You may have yourself muted. So if you can hear me and can unmute yourself, that would be awesome. And Allison is asking about the fire in terms of where Lani is. I'm not sure what the status is in terms of where the fires are in Lani's area, but we'll ask as soon as she can communicate with us. Let's see here. I don't know why this isn't working. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to move her down to attendee again, and then I'm going to try and promote her again and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I think Gabrielle's saying that the fires are northwest, not northeast. So that's kind of what I was thinking too, that it wasn't up in Lani's area. But I'm pretty hyper-focused on the fires here locally. So it was entirely possible that I would have missed it. Let's see here. So I have to go find her again. Thank you everybody for your patience with me while I'm doing this. It's never the same issue twice. Let's see here. For some reason she's not showing up. So I suspect she may have left and is going to rejoin. So I'm going to wait for her to show back up. She may be having connection issues. Here we go. She's back. I'm going to try it again. We'll wait for it to pop up. I hope everybody else is okay in terms of fires and that you all are hanging in there. It's not easy in terms of this. The level of stress and air quality is.
Okay, every time I hit unmute, I lose you, so we'll try. Okay.
Guess what? You're here. Yay, it worked this time. Yay. It's just, this
that
is okay.
I have never had trouble getting hooked up.
I know, it's inevitably, like Roy and I have said, that this is just very on brand for 2020, but just things have to be more difficult than usual. So Lani, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. There we go. Yeah, look, there's your lovely logo.
Kind of
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's crooked, but that's all right. Okay.
Yes, so it's all yours. I know that you wanted to share some stuff with us, you screen share some stuff as well. So, but take it away. And like I said, this is Lani, still of Lani's Lana, and here to talk to us.
Yeah, I am so happy to be here and apologize for all that technical stuff because it usually isn't that hard. We've been practicing all week.
Of course, that's how it goes.
Yeah, and anyway, and my background's a little bit crooked too. Sorry, I'm at my daughter's house. I'm helping her move. So she just got a new job and, you know, doing the mom thing. So we're multitasking. And yeah, I am missing Lambtown, I'll be honest. This is a great alternative for 2020, but I wish we were all together. It's kind of sad that we're not. But thank you so much, Brooke, and everybody for putting all this together.
Oh gosh, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us and making the effort, even though you are helping your daughter move. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. So I just have one more little technical thing because my pictures aren't open yet. So if that doesn't work, we're just going to talk. But
yeah, no problem. And
there we go. Okay. Now we're going to get back. We're going to share screen.
Okay.
And before I go there, though, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Lani Estelle. I have Lani's Lana, a newer yarn line. Been around about 3-4 years ago, I think was my first Lambtown, sharing a small space with Bonnie Chase with Warner Mountain Weavers. And we've had so much fun since. But my family's been raising sheep and wool for decades. So I'm going to start my talk by sharing a screen that shows the sheep. And I've got about 5 pictures to show you, and then we'll come back in person. Oh, host disabled screen sharing. Can you work on that? If you can't, we'll just go on. But yeah, since I knew I was going to be in Reno, I thought, oh gosh, I want to show my sheep. I don't just want to talk about the yarn because then I'd have to bring, you know, a whole tote of yarn in the middle of moving. That didn't sound like fun. So I just decided to show you some pictures.
You know what, Lani, I forgot that I needed to make you co-host in order to be able to share your screen. So I'm going to do that right now. There may be just a little burp while it does that. So just give me a second. Don't talk, and I'll promote you to co-host.
Okay.
Okay, now you're the co-host. So now you should see if you can share screen now.
Okay. Screen we want. And share it. Okay, there we go. So we have sheep in Northeast California and Northeast Nevada. We raise 3 bands of sheep, which is about 1,000 per band. So my wool clip every year is 25,000 pounds of raw wool. And that's quite a bit for me to push through a supply chain as a small business. But I wanted to show you all this picture of our sheep in the mountains because it is really dramatic, and we have a little bit of a story to tell in the light of all the fires that we've been dealing with. Our sheep go in the Warner Mountains in Northeast California in the summertime, in fall and spring. So they're just coming out of the mountains now. And then they graze down in the range during the winter. So this is up high. This picture shows a grazed landscape up in the mountains. This has been grazed for decades with wool, sheep, and cattle. You can see that it's not a huge understory. It's pretty clean. This area burned in 2002, and you can see the burned trees there, but as it went through, that fire didn't get super hot because it's a grazed landscape. It didn't have the understory to burn and get so hot that it would kill the trees. So this is a successful burn, this in 2002. Now what's happening in this picture is we have the sheep, we have our sheep herder who's loaded to bear. You rarely see a sheep herder with this much stuff, and he's actually running from a fire. Our whole great range burned this year. It's crazy how much burned, 90,000 acres, and I'd say 80% of it was ours. And so this herder literally got a call from my son, and he said, "Where's the fire? I see smoke. What do I do?" And because they can call on the cell phones, and my son just told him, "Run, go north, get your sheep, get your stuff, and go." And that night, the cabin he was staying in burned. So it was really incredible. I don't think any livestock were lost in the fire, but it was a lot of people and a lot of stress for a good 10 days. It was just how it burned around us. It was crazy. Not a happy time. So thank you for indulging me. We need grazing. It's so important in this time right now. So we need that. Let's see if I can get my screen to move to the next picture. Let's see. Sorry. Because I've got, there we go. I'm going to move Brooke to the other side. And hopefully, there we go. This icon I need is right there. Okay, so this is the range sheep. This is the other half of our season where the sheep are in the range. And this area also burned. You can see a lot of weeds in here. This was a couple years after it burned, maybe even just one season. And the sheep are loving the weeds, cleaning all that up. What they really like is this range, though, up in the sagebrush in the mountains. They do really, really well there. And in fact, our sheep are better there than they are on alfalfa hay in the barn, because we do one there too. Okay, so this is kind of a transitional picture. I was going to tell you guys just a little bit about our operation. We run the sheep, and my husband and family, my son, do that primarily. And actually, it's my ex-husband. And I've joined Bonnie Chase at Warner Mountain Weavers in Cedarville. And so we have a store. And my focus now, instead of on lamb and fiber, and the ranch is more on wool and fiber and serving commercial artisans. The commercial artisans is really my favorite customer. And I make yarn and comb top myself. The next picture has some of my beautiful comb top. And I've gotten some wonderful orders from people from Lambtown this last week, and it's been so much fun. This top is beautiful. We've got this one, a blend of the black and my white. This gray, I call it shale. And then this gray, and then the black. These are all undyed natural colors from the sheep. Another product that I want to feature today is more of my beautiful naturally colored yarn. We call this is my bulky, I call it Bear Ranch. These are marled that I call Warner, and then the solid, that's probably Hayes Range, it's probably a fingering. So I have fingering up to bulky, great base yarns if you're a dyer, and so much fun to knit with. Just beautiful. And then I have fabric. We have a new fabric in. It's no longer pre-order, but I love this picture because it shows the drape of the fabric. This is also from our sheep. And we have so much fun with that. So if you're interested in any of those things, it's available on my website, lanislana.com. And when you get there, check out the sales and events page, and it'll, at any time, because if I'm running a sale or a special, which I am for Lambtown, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm running a special for Lambtown. So you can go there to lanislana.com and see what I have available and check out that sale. Okay, Brooke, let's stop the share. I'm back.
Yay, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I love my little fire top. So.
Yeah, one question that one of the attendees asked was the micron count of your Rambouillet.
The white Rambouillet is 21.5 to 22.1. I mean, it always ranges right in that 22 or finer range. Yeah, perfect medium weight, fine yarn.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
And lots of people in terms of just, saying that, sort of giving their condolences in terms of having to run from the fire in the previous years and how stressful that was. It's, it's not easy.
It's not easy, and it's years. In the federal ranges, they don't let us go back for 2 growing seasons.
Interesting.
So it'll affect us in the future for 2 years.
Yeah.
The forest, we'll be able to get back up into the forest. Thank goodness it didn't completely burn. But the BLM or our winter, we still have our winter.
Yeah, right. That is true. That is true. And in terms of so you said that, people can order online, and do you have anything else that you want to share with people in terms of upcoming events or fun things that we should be keeping an eye on? And you have a newsletter too, so people can sign up for that. I know I'm already signed up for it, so I get that regularly.
Lani'sLana.com. Sign up for my newsletter. We do a wool gathering every spring or every fall, September. And we didn't do it this year, but it's up in Surprise Valley. That's great. So sign up for that. We do have classes all the time. We're trying to do classes. Dyeing, we do a lot of natural dyeing. So the dye classes are a lot of fun. And
just to give people an idea of kind of how, if they wanted to come and visit the shop in person, take a class, approximately how long of a drive is it from, say, the Bay Area?
It's a drive. It's 6 hours, 7 if you want to stop.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a drive. So, it's a destination, and we hope it's worth it. We definitely have people who come back over and over. So we think it's worth it.
Well, yeah, so you make a weekend of it. And you get to see a part of California that a lot of people don't get to see, and it's incredible to go up there, I'm sure. Well, that's great. Yeah, right. I know. I need to, I personally need to come up and visit. I haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
I know. It's been too. I've been remiss in doing it. Actually, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, it'd be great to be able to get out of Dodge. I'm so used to driving, to shows and everything. It's weird not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
staying home, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so weird.
Our county is actually pretty open too. We haven't had very many cases. So.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you making the effort, especially considering that you are not home and you're helping your daughter move. That's incredible. And let's see here. Gabriel Men is asking whether or not you do livestock sales.
I don't. They're actually, because of COVID, there's more livestock sales are starting to go online.
Right.
Which is.
Yeah, it's true. They did the whole ram sale online this time, just a couple months ago. So great. And I appreciate, let's see here. Anything else? Looking forward. Oh, Royce is asking whether or not you guys are, or you all are considering doing Zoom workshops. Could that be on the? It's
not something that we're comfortable with yet. This was Bonnie's very first Zoom, or tomorrow will be her very first Zoom. So
maybe that'll make her more comfortable, and then she'll be willing to consider it, and we can, we could even do a practice run.
I'm doing one for botanical colors actually coming up in November 6th. I'm going to do
great.
One with them. So.
That's great. And so for those of you who don't know who Botanical Colors is, that Kathy Hattori up in Seattle runs both a retail and a wholesale business where she provides natural dyes. That's who I buy my natural dyes from. And she's an incredible resource in terms of information about natural dyes. So she has a newsletter that you can sign up for. And so that would be how you could find out about Lani's class through Botanical Colors, is to go and sign up for the newsletter at Botanical Colors.
Yeah, she does every Friday. They do a Friday talk thing. So I'm excited about it.
It's incredible. Tons of information with a lot of really wonderful people. So I highly recommend that. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go, and we'll move on to our next vendor. But thank you again. I really appreciate it. And it's so good to see your face.
Thank you.
Yes. Take care.
Thanks.